Hey, how are you? Uh, just down by the water here, just trying to relax a bit. Uh, Gonna do my 25 push-ups for 25 days. I'm up to day 23, I think, for mental health, PTSD awareness, suicide awareness, all those important issues. And I've been thinking the last few days have been a bit of a struggle for me, um, partly due to this isolation, partly due to some things with work that haven't been going my way. Um, Nothing too serious, but it's gotten me think about, why has these last few days been so difficult when the first week of the lockdown uh, was really good and I was really enjoying it actually. So it got me thinking about something I learnt recently from Tony Robbins, which is the six human needs. So the theory goes that um, any human needs to satisfy these six needs in some way. And the difference between people and the types of people that are on the earth is that some people put those needs in a different order to others. So some people put one need at the top, so if they don't get that, then that will affect them more than someone else who has a different need at the top. So six needs are certainty, so things like routine, um, knowing that your day is going to go a certain way, knowing that you've looked after yourself for the future, knowing that uh, in 2 weeks' time you're going to be able to go back to work because this self isolation will be over. But unfortunately, of course, we don't know that. So a lot of people at the moment are really struggling with if certainty is at their top, is the top of the hierarchy of their needs. Those sorts of people will be really struggling right now because there is no certainty around anything. Um, so the second one is uncertainty or variety. So that is the need for different things in your life, maybe surprises or doing different things. So I'm quite big on variety. Variety is near the top of mine. And that would people who put variety at the top are people who do like extreme sports or people who entrepreneurs who create their own businesses because there's so much uncertainty around that, and those types of people actually thrive on that uncertainty. So that's a big one for me. Um, so I've been struggling a bit with variety because stuck at home. I've only been for exercise. All I've been doing is running. When normally you might do running, swimming, biking. I'll do surfing. Um, I'll get on my surf ski and I'll go for a paddle. So the only things that I'm doing around that at the moment is running. So I found my run yesterday was pretty tough because I'm just a bit sick of running and I wanted to do something else. And the other thing is that um, we've been painting the house and that was fun to begin with because it was variety, but now it's getting boring because we've been doing it a few days in a row. So now that's just a little bit depressing to me. So that's a big one for me. The next one is connection or love and connection. So again, at the moment, people who have that high up on their hierarchy are really struggling because a lot of the times you get that from being physically with people, connection physically, love through physical touch, those sorts of things. And a lot of people don't have that at the moment because they're in lockdown. So that's not a massive one for me because I'm a bit of an introvert, but it's still like all these needs are important to everyone. It's just in which way you order them. So that's a bit of a struggle for me as well because although it's not high in my list, it's been a while since you've had that connection. So it was great last night. We had a thanks Mickey for inviting us to the uh, uh, we had a what do you call it, a quiz. We had a quiz last night over Zoom, so that was fun. So we got a bit of connection going there, but also a bit of variety, so that helped. out of it as well. And then what am I up to? That's 4. So the 5th one is growth. So that's a really big one for me. That's probably first or second on the list. I don't do well if I feel like I'm not making progress either in life or in business. So either improving myself personally, whether that's mentally or physically, or um, improving my business, or just doing anything that makes you better than you were the day before. So because of COVID, a lot of things I just feel like are a bit frozen now. So it's really hard to maintain that growth, but I'm really doing my best to try and do that. And then that's 5. So the last one is, oh no, that's only 4. So the 5th one is significance. So this is a little bit about ego, but not in a bad way, because everyone needs a little bit of significance. So significance is, do you do something, or are you someone that matters to someone else in the world? Are you significant? So everyone wants to be significant in a few ways. And I'll join on the other one as well, because they're closely related. The 6th one is contribution. So what do you do to contribute to others, to help others? So like these videos that I'm doing now, I might say that I do this for contribution, to raise awareness for suicide awareness, mental health, PTSD, that sort of thing. But that would only be half true, because I'm also doing it for significance. Is, do people notice that I'm doing this? So, a lot of people won't be aware that most of the time it's not just contribution, it's contribution and significance. But it's good, of course, that you try and get significance through contribution, because some people try and get significance so there's a lot of negativity on social media at the moment. So a lot of people will try and get significance through that negativity. So I try and get my significance through positivity, and there's a lot of ego tied up in that, but I think as long as you understand that ego, then that's fine, and then you want to make sure that you point that need for significance in the right direction. So that 6th need, contribution, is the way that you can do that. Anyway, so that was all a bit serious, not really like me, but that's what I've been thinking about today. And because I've been struggling, this is sort of me just thinking out loud, really, and if it makes a difference to someone out there, because I think at this time you really want to be thinking about, why am I feeling this way, and what can I do intentionally to get myself out of this mood that you might be in, because you can't control this if you understand why these different things that are affecting you. So you could think about these 6 human needs. So certainty, uncertainty, love and connection, significance, contribution, and growth. So try and figure out which ones that you find most important, put those in order, and then try and figure out what you can do even in these restricted times that you can help satisfy these needs. So anyway, I'm going to jump into my press-ups now after all of that, if anyone's still listening, that is. And yeah, I'll see you again tomorrow.